All right, guys, I want to talk about a video that I saw on here last night that kind of spoke to me, and I thought had a couple things in there that I found to be most appropriate for myself. And it's from a creator here called Bree Hill. She's a former firefighter paramedic after 20 years, and she has some similar content as to what I'm doing here. But the first point she brought up that I thought was most interesting, and was that when you leave the job, you don't leave everything behind. So whatever you've been stuffing down over the years, whatever you've been compartmentalizing, whatever you've been ignoring, haven't dealing with, or using some of those unhealthy coping skills to deal with instead of actually dealing with the problem, those come with you when you leave the job. They don't stay behind. They come with you. And if you haven't dealt with them before or haven't worked on them before, they're still going to come out. And actually, when you leave the job and separate from that and start losing your sense of identity from that, might come out even more. So you're still going to have to deal with it. So even if you're thinking, you're just going to get to the end and just forget it all, it doesn't work that way. Speaking from experience, it doesn't work that way. The other thing that she brought up that I thought was interesting was that, sometimes you might have to leave the job in order to heal. You might have to take yourself out of that situation, out of that environment, and stay away from those triggers, get away from those triggers to actually be able to heal. Some folks are not going to be able to do that while they're still in that environment and they're still being exposed to these things, which I thought was interesting. Again, I found that really I kind of had to get away before anything really started making sense to me. And so anyway, some food for thought. I'm going to tag her in this. Go look at her video. She's got some good content too, but food for thought. I think it's kind of interesting. So.